Well, I heard of a dump behind this old cemetery. Of course, people dug the heck out of it back in the 70s. But supposedly, there's still some potential. So here's where it is if you want to look for it. It's supposed to be tens of thousands of bottles were found along the riverbank. So let's see if there's anything left for me. Okay, of course I chose to park and then walk to the left for half a mile and didn't see a single piece of old glass. But as soon as I got back to the starting point and then started going to the right, I did start seeing some glass. And the farther I went, the more I saw. It looks like a tree fell over here. And I see a piece of glass here that's definitely from the 1895-ish maybe. Very old. Been down in that creek. It looks like we're getting into the early 20s up this way. But over here is an incredible sight. First of all, there's an interesting spot. Somebody's been digging there very recently. And look at that. All these early soda bottles just laying all over the ground. Now I gotta go pick through them and see if there's any worth salvaging. So obviously somebody dug here probably less than 2 months ago. And if all these sodas came out of that one spot, plus all the whole ones that they took home with them, that's pretty nice. There's a lot of sodas here apparently. Oh, there's one mid-scripted straight-sided Coke shard. And of course most everything is the Chiro Colas, because for some reason there's just a lot of them in this city. But there's a straight-sided Coke. Here's a ring neck, property of Mobile Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Well, I might keep that and saw it off and try to repair it. So what else have we got? More Chiro Colas. Well, there's a Tooltop Pharmacy left behind. Might be worth bringing back if I don't find enough to fill my bucket. And yet another Chiro Cola. Hundreds of them here. And what do we got there? Somebody threw this blown in the mold miniature whiskey away. That's definitely worth bringing home. And down the bank we have more sodas. So many sodas here. Yeah, it's too bad there's Chiro Colas. I really don't like those at all. Unless they're the older variety. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to probe the whole entire dump and see how many spots are still undug, if any. Alright, I probed around and found what felt like an undug spot. And so far all I found is a Leon Perrins with the cork stopper, the glass stopper. Maybe I could get $3 or $4 for it in an antique shop. But I'm just now getting to what I think is the real layer. And I feel a bottle right here. And of course it had to be at the water level. It's chipped. A Melon's food for infants and invalids. So we're looking like about a 1920 layer right here. That's not too good. But I guess I'll dig it a little bit more. And I found a chemical type bottle. A machine made drugstore. And another Millen's Food screw top, machine made. And it's plenty wet down there, so I think I'm just going to get down on my belly and reach my arm down there and scratch around and see if I can hook up with a few bottles. So there they are. Some machine made junkers. It's definitely too muddy and a little bit too modern. So I think I'll go probe some more and look for something a little bit older and a little bit drier. And then I found this one. It was getting too dark to film it. But that's a pretty interesting slug-plated bottle, and it looks like it might be around 1912. Of course, it's broken, but I thought it might be worth bringing back anyway. That's what I like to see. A fresh project. Probably a 1913 house, though. Well, it's a rainy day, so I just have to sit here and wait for it to stop. Who knows how many hours that'll be. I've already waited for almost 2 hours. Well, today I'm sure I'm going to get plenty dirty. It's a wet, muddy day, and the dump I'm digging in is partially underwater. So I'm sure I'm going to get filthy. I'm not even going to bring my camera out because I don't want it to get splattered with mud, and it keeps raining on and off all day. So I'll show you what I find after I get back. Alright, about 10 minutes in I found this really interesting looking bottle. It's a cola. It's got a couple small cracks in it. But it's got an odd neck. Big panels on it. Early machine made. And it's from Selma. Okay, here's my spot. It's got about 7 inches of water in there now. Started digging, and I found a giant broken aqua pumpkin seed. Must have held about 28 ounces. That's pretty rare. So I brought a bucket with me so I can scoop this out of here. Okay, I got about 100 gallons out of there, but it's just flowing back in. I got a bottle of some kind sticking out here. Well, it's the semi-round bottom, machine-made crown top with no embossing. Well, there's plenty of glass in here, unlike the first dump I went to. I just hate the fact that it's underwater. Okay, just found that one. Nothing special. What do we got here? Oh my god, it's almost an intact straight-sided Coke. Display is good from this side, and that's where all the good embossing is. So I think I'll keep that one. I just love my straight-sided Cokes. And I feel something else coming out right here. It's probably a beer. It looks a little too wide for a soda. What do we got here? Another beer? Yeah, and it's broken as always too. Okay, some kind of a medicine. It's a blank. Possibly a soda sticking out. It is a soda. It's a miracle. And it's another one of these kind. But I can feel with my thumb that it has a lip chip. And some base chips. But still, it's probably worth a few dollars anyway. Mudfest continues. We have a soda bottle sticking out. What will it be? Will it even be in one piece? Seems like a good chance that will be. Oh no. Yeah, that's another one of those odd ones. Okay, and we got several of these broken mug base bottles that look like hutches but are definitely not. And it is from Dayton, Ohio. Then we have a Coca-Cola from Mobile. And then we got another one of these. And then these sometimes turn purple, so I might keep that. And these, the Yacht Club salad dressing, sometimes those will turn purple. And more of these round bottom bottles. But it's just not good enough, so I'm gonna check another spot out. Well, this area seems to produce mass quantities of soda bottles, as you can see. So I think I'll sample over here. Hopefully I'll find a bunch of soda. Okay, I found a good spot. Got down 1.5 feet and I'm starting to hit stuff. I just pulled this thing out. Haven't even really read it yet. Oh my god, it's a Selma, Alabama cough mixture. Damn, that could be worth like $50. So, it looks to be blown in a mold as well. And embossed on 3 sides. That could be worth $100. Alright, I see a crown top sticking out here. And of course it's broken. Okay, I hooked on to something cobalt. No embossing, but still probably worth $5 to somebody. Alright, I just threw a shovel full of mud and I saw this. What is it? Oh my god, it's not embossed. It sure looks like something that would be. Oh, it is on the sides. I've heard these are pretty common, but this is the first one I've ever found. Oh, I missed the cave-in. I wanted to catch it on film. But right before it caved in, I saw this sticking out. And I knew by the odd shape what it was. That's a nice pill bottle, blown in a mold, about 1910 or 11. And then I found that mason jar lid. Alright, I probed out another spot. Over here, I got a layer down there, and it's only about 1 foot deep before I start hitting what feels like the undug level. So I'm going to open up about a 4-foot square right here. Okay, that spot didn't work out too good. Yeah, could be I'm just getting tired. I don't know, but right next to where I was digging before, 3 feet over, I feel a nice solid layer. And it's only not right there, but right over here. So anyway, I'm going to try this one. Okay, here I am, still in Selma, Alabama. I kind of gave up on the privy digging scene here because I wasn't having any luck. I thought somebody dug all the privies even up to 1917. But I decided to see this one last lot. Checked it, probed out this one hole. It felt pretty good. I think it's going to be a good one. Well, I was getting discouraged. I'm already down almost 3 feet deep. Just now pulled out the first shard of a bottle. Whoa, that's pretty old looking. I'd say that's 1890s. Well, I hate to do it, but there's a giant root here. And I can't dig this hole with it there, so I'm going to have to saw it. Okay, a good 15 minutes later, I got the root out of the way, and I just flipped this bottle out. It's a Wintersmith from Louisville, Kentucky. They made these for a long time, but this is an early looking one. Definitely from the 1890s. Okay, I've been at it for over an hour. Got the hole opened up pretty big, 3.5 feet deep. 3.5 feet long, 3 feet wide. And I found that. And almost a whole one of these. Just had a chip out of there. That's about it. I'm 99% of the way finished, but I do feel some stuff coming out of the corner over here. Something definitely right here. It's just broken. Oh, it's the rest of that thing. Yeah, it's the oil lamp itself. And here's the bottom of it. It's pretty ornate. Sometimes I think I should keep these and mount a bottle on top of it and make sort of a trophy. Well, another day, another dollar. Literally. No, I might be able to get $5 for this one day. But that's it. One bottle.